Happy Friday. And today is an extremely happy Friday for me because I am closing not just the chapter but the entire book of a certain portion of my life and putting it on the shelf for good. Just to give you a little synopsis of what I'm dealing with, my father passed away several years ago, and there has been some problems with his estate and dealing with it, and I had to hire an attorney while I'm living in Panama and go through that whole process and doing everything I can to not have to fly back to Texas to deal with any of this. And guess what? I have gone through the whole thing, court proceedings, everything, and not had to leave my home in Panama. That's huge. And why is that? That is because of something I discovered on the I Go Panama Facebook group. Okay, so what happened was when I had hired the attorney, he sends me over all these documents and they had to be notarized. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to notarize these documents? I live in Panama and I really don't want to have to fly back to Texas for any reason, well, except food. But I don't want to have to fly back to Texas just to get these documents notarized. I mean, that gets expensive. So I went on the I Go Panama Facebook group, linked below, and asked a question. Like, if you have a question about Panama, you should do. And I asked, are there any U.S. notaries that live in Panama and can notarize documents for me that I can then send back to my attorney? And the answer was, Mary, no, but you can do it online. I was like, what? I can do it online? I had no idea. And from the responses from a lot of other people on that post, a lot of people had no idea. So I want to make sure you know about this because it's really important. If you have court documents you need to notarize, if you have, if you're selling your home or buying a home and you need to notarize papers, like anything you need a notary for in the US or in Canada, which I will link the Canadian notary below. I'm not taking you through that process because I'm not Canadian, but I will link below. So if you are Canadian, you can do this as well through the link in the video description. You just go online and notarize it. If you need to notarize papers to kill your neighbor's rooster, I don't know, maybe that works too. Anyway, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you through the entire process from start to finish online so you can see everything that you need to have and everything that you need to do. So before you start the process, you are already golden. You already know everything you need to know, and there's no confusion and there's no second guessing and there's no questions. You're just good to go. So here are the things that I'm going to tell you, the first important step, and that is you are going to need a US ID. It can be a driver's license, a state ID, or a passport. If you have a driver's license or a state ID, I highly recommend you use those because they're easier to take pictures of. You need to take a very clear picture of it on a dark background with borders all the way around it and no glare. It's more difficult with a passport because a passport's bendy, right? And so it took us several tries with the passport before we got the photo right. But the goal here is for you to get the clearest image with the ID as close to the camera as possible, no glare, and that dark border all the way around. So before you start your notary process, that's really the main thing that you need. And you also need your document to be in a PDF form. We'll talk about that as we go along the process. But as long as you have a PDF and you have a great picture of your state ID saved, you're going to be golden. All right, let's go to the computer and I'm going to walk you through this step by step. Oh. Something else is why this is a happy Friday. This is my first time ever using an affiliate link. People have been telling me, Mary, you need to make money off of what you're doing. I mean, I get a little money from YouTube, but I promise you it is not as much as you think it is. I mean, like Brian and I could not go out for one nice dinner a month on what we make on YouTube. It's not much. I do this out of my passion for Panama mainly, but as the group especially grows, it's sucking up more and more and more of my time to keep the content quality. And so money needs to start coming in. So we're looking at affiliate links. I have been offered affiliate links with Kramer Law, and I have refused that link because I think when we're dealing with super important things like attorneys in Panama, I need to be giving you my personal experience just because that's my experience and not because I'm making money off of it. But when it's something simple like a notary, then I think that's fair game. And just so we're 100% transparent here all the time. I will make 15% off of any notaries that you do. So you're really helping to support this YouTube channel and the I Go Panama Facebook group for all of the literally hundreds of hours I put into those things every month for basically zero compensation. All right, so with that disclaimer out of the way, we're gonna head in to the computer. All of the information is going to be in the video description linked below and in the first pinned comment, so you don't miss any of the links or any of the stuff you need to know. Let's go to the computer. And you need to leave. You can come back and start off right where you left off. All right, I don't want to do that though. We're going to start from the very beginning so you can see the whole thing. All right, so we click start. And the first thing we have to do is upload an unsigned document. This must be a PDF. You cannot upload an image file of a document like a JPEG. You cannot upload like a Word document like a .doc. You have to save your document in PDF format. All right, so I have mine in here saved right here. It's uploading, and there it is, 11 pages. Okay, I click next. It wants to know if I need to add additional signers other than myself, because maybe Brian needs to sign it, or maybe I need a witness. None of that needs to happen, so I don't have to add anyone. If you do have to add someone, it's $5 per person. So I am agreeing to the terms and clicking next. All right, now I can edit my document if I need to. This document came directly from my attorney. I'm not touching it, so I'm not editing it, just clicking next. Okay, now in order for the notary to be able to talk to you and verify your ID and all of that stuff, you have to allow camera and microphone access. It's not an option. So it's going to test all of that and make sure it's working properly. So click OK. You may need to click allow. I did hear the sound, so I can click next. So everything's working. So now it takes me to the payment page. So whether you use my affiliate link or not, you're going to pay the same price, $25. So you might as well use the affiliate link and help a sister out. All right, so there's a 25. I'm using my own affiliate link. I don't even know how that works because I've never used anything like this in my life. I'm brand new to all this. Okay, the next thing that it wants is all of your credit card information, which I am going to block out. So, okay, and now it needs to verify my identity. This is the part where I told you, look, you have got to have the clearest image possible before you start this. We had to do it like, I don't know, 6 times or something. I'm telling you, if you have a driver's license or a state ID that's valid, that is going to be your best option because these stupid passports are so bendy and, you know, mine is wrinkled from years of use and humidity and all of that. But if you have your passport, you're going to have your top page above your picture page, the one that says We the People and has your signature on it, and your picture page has to be in the same picture, and you have to have borders around it on a dark background. Okay, so get all that done first, I'm telling you. All right, so yes, I do have that. Can you switch to a mobile device? Okay, you can use a mobile device for this and then just take the picture with your phone as you're going. I don't recommend it because I was having a really hard time with that. We took pictures and then uploaded them to the computer. So I'm going to go no here. I didn't use my desktop camera. I took pictures with my phone, but uploaded it to my computer so I didn't have to switch devices. If you do want to use it on your phone, a QR code will pop up. You scan the QR code. That's going to send you to a website. Then you take the picture, but I'm telling you, take your pictures beforehand so you can get the highest quality one imaginable before you start this process because it is quite picky. Okay, so mine is a passport that was issued in the United States of America. And here you can see the image of how they want it to look. This is what I was talking about. This top page, this is where We the People and your signature is, and then your picture page. It has to have a border all the way around it. It has to be high quality and no glares. Good luck. Okay, so I'm going to upload the one that I know will work, which is this one, because we tried several. Okay. Boom. And so when it doesn't go through, it tells you it didn't go through. When it does go through, you get this. So now I have to go through and fill in all of my address information. I'm going to fill in my address information for my Florida address because obviously a Panamanian address is not going to fit in here very well. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I entered in all of my address information, hit next, and here we go. So I have to answer 4 of the 5 personally known questions correctly within 2 minutes. Okay, now here's what this is going to be about, and I'm going to turn this video off because you don't get to know my personal business. These questions are going to be from your credit report. They're normally things like, did you have a car loan for which type of car? And it'll list like 6 different cars or something, or like 4 different cars. And then you click the one that you had a loan with, or if you didn't have a loan with any of them, you click that. Or what address have you had in the last 6 years? And then sometimes it's a really stupid hard one, like what was your mortgage payment in, 1953? Like some of the things I can never remember. Hopefully I'm going to get through this. I'm going to click next and do that, and then I'll let you know how that went. All right, so I got through all of those questions, and I'm not going to lie, some of them were pretty hard, like wanting address numbers for streets that I haven't lived on in over 10 years. It was a little tricky, but I managed to get through them. I think there were like 5 or 6 questions total. So I managed to get through all of them, and then after I finished that, then it pops me into this lobby. So I'm waiting on a live notary to join me now. And you can see that I'm on camera. So waiting for the notary to come on to the other side. They'll verify my identity and then notarize my documents. It's going to be that easy, but I'll bring you along on that process. But I'm not going to make you sit here and suffer in line with me. So while I wait in line, I'm going to ask you to please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are bringing you informative videos about anything and everything Panama every Friday. It could be about moving here. It could be about your life here once you've moved, or it could be about just coming as a tourist. Lots and lots of videos every Friday. We have over 100 in our database right now for you to choose from. And on top of our YouTube channel, of course, we have our fabulous iGo Panama Facebook group, over 20,000 strong as of right now, growing by between 200 to 300 every week, which is pretty amazing. And we have people asking and answering questions about anything and everything Panama over there. Again, whether you are looking to move here, you already live here, or you just want to come as a tourist, get your questions answered at iGo Panama. We have a huge base of people with a lot of knowledge about Panama who are happy to give you the correct answers to your questions, not just random ones, and do it with a smile. We don't allow jerks and bitter attitudes at iGo Panama. All right, so I am 6th in line right now. I'm going to turn the video off, and I'll come back on when I'm next in line. All right, I just got my notification that a notary is now available. Connect.
Hello.
Guys, it was just that easy. I was in the lobby for about 10 minutes. We went through the whole process. Basically, she had me hold my ID up and verify it. I clicked the little sign button. From there, there's like a little pen icon, and then there's like an A for text icon. I just clicked the text icon so I could just type my name in. It's a lot easier than trying to sign with a mouse. And really, that was it. And within seconds of me finalizing it and being off of the chat with the notary, the signed notarized document was in my email, and now I am off to go send that to my attorney and be done with all of that. All right, so if you like content like this, make sure you click subscribe, make sure you hit notify, and don't forget to join the iGo Panama Facebook group. And I want you to have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week with more tips about being in Panama.